Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Jamie, and I'm so thrilled to be here with you today to do another lesson all about the pond. While we wait to get started, let's sing Side to Side with our music teacher, Miss Nancy. Will you sing along with me? Here's Miss Nancy.
This is Side to Side from The Seasons. Let's go side to side, side to side, side to side, and side to side, side to side, side to side. Go side to side. Now go in and out. Go in and out. In and out, go in and out, and in and out, go in and out, in and out, go in and out, and now go round and around like this, round and round, round and round. And go the other way, go around and round, round and round, go round and around. And now let's bounce, 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 go bounce, 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 go bounce, 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 and a bounce, 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 go bounce, 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 go bounce, 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 go bounce, 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 and side to side again, side to side, side to side, go side to side and side to side, side to side, side to side, go side to side and side to side.
Thank you, Miss Nancy, for singing with us every day. Are you ready to wake up Betsy Blackbird? 1, 2, 3, say, Betsy, where are you? Come on out, Betsy. I know she's back there. Hello, boys and girls. How are you today? Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, Betsy. How are you? Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here, we're all here. Here, here, we're all here. Here, here, we're all here. We're all here together. Yay! And boys and girls and Betsy, this week we're talking about all of the animals that live in and near the pond. Can you say it? Pond. Good job, Betsy. I'm going to put you down so I can talk to the boys and girls. We learned that a pond is a little body of water. Sometimes it's at a farm or in a field or in the forest. Maybe even there's one in your neighborhood. And the pond has lots of animals that live near it. There are ducks and geese. And today we're going to learn about another animal that lives in the pond. We're going to sing a little song about it, and then I'm going to talk to you about what this big thing is that's sitting next to my chair. I know you know the song. Will you help me sing it? One blue fish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One blue fish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. Let's put all these little fishies in the pond here. There's a blue one. Which color would you like to sing next? What is your favorite color? I know lots of friends are saying blue is their favorite color. Is this anyone's favorite color? A pink fish. One pink fish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One pink fish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. Let's put the pink fish and the blue fish. What is your favorite color fish? Which one should we put in the pond next? Can you yell and tell me what your favorite color is? Whoa, that's a good favorite color. How about if we do this one? Green? Okay. One green fish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One green fish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. Now we have 3 fish in our pond. Blue, pink, and green. Should we do my favorite color next? Do you know what my favorite color is? Yes, you've been paying attention. That was very sweet of you. You're right. My favorite color is purple. One purple fish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One purple fish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. We'll put the purple fish in there. And what other color should we sing about? What is your favorite color? I have that one. I do. Let's do this one next. This one is red. One red fish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One red fish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. I love when you sing with me. It makes my smile like, oh, I feel so happy when you sing along. And what color should we do next? Maybe the color of the sunshine. Would you like to do a sunshiny color? Like yellow? Okay. One yellow fish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One yellow fish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. Yes. Oh, that's the fun part. The pop at the end. We have room, I think, for 1. Maybe we could squeeze 2 more fish on there. Which color would you like to do next? I have all of those colors. I don't think all the fish are going to fit, so let's pick just 2 more. We'll squeeze them in there. This pond will be so full of fish. What color is this one? Brown. Good. Can you sing it? One brown fish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One brown fish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. Good. Are we going to be able to fit him in there? Sure. There's always room for 1 more fish. Let me swim these fish over. Come here, little green fish. And are we going to be able to fit 1 more in there? Maybe right there there'll be space for 1 more fish. Which color would you like to put in the pond next? What's your favorite? Tell me. We could do a goldfish. Would you like that? Like a little goldfish? Here he is. One goldfish is swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond, swimming in the pond. One goldfish is swimming in the pond. Bubble, 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 pop. Did you say it? Pop. Good. Now we have a whole pond full of fish. And do you know what some people like to do when there's a whole pond full of fish? They like to put on their fishing vest and get out their very tall fishing rod. This one still has a plastic part on it. And do you know what we can do if we're at the pond and there are so many fish? We can throw, see this has like a reel at the bottom and it has string. It's a very tiny string. Can you see that very tiny thin string? And at the end of the thin string, we can make it go all the way up like this, all the way to the very tippy top. And we could put a little hook on there. I'll show you some hooks in my tackle box in a minute. And then fishers, they can throw the hook in the water and try to catch one of the fish. The little fish will nibble the hook and it hooks the fish's lip. And then you can catch the fish. And then you can throw it back. It will swim away and it won't hurt the little fish. It's fun to go fishing at a pond. Have you ever been fishing at a pond or a lake? Here's a picture of two people fishing. They're sitting on the end of this dock. You see they have their feet dipped into the pond water and they're holding the fishing rod. Do you see that? And you cast that line, that string, out into the water, way out there, and wait for one of the fish to nibble on the hook. And when the fish nibbles, you can reel it in and catch the fish. And then it's nice to take the hook out and throw the fish back. It will just keep swimming away. Some people do it for fun when they're camping. Do you remember we talked about that, didn't we? Or just for a fun afternoon activity or early morning activity. This fishing pole is so tall, it almost touches the ceiling here at my school. People who go fishing usually carry a tackle box. Do you see this still has the sticker on it that says tackle box? And inside the tackle box are all of the things that you need to go fishing. I'm going to show you a couple of the things that are inside this tackle box. One of the things is a hook. And a hook, does Miss Jamie know how to open this? Let me get a different hook. A hook is what will make the fish want to bite. Do you see that? It's very, very sharp. You can't touch the hook. But you tie the string on and then it goes down in the water and the fish bite the little hook and you can pull them up. Some of the hooks are really fancy. Like this hook. Look how fancy that is. It has all these sparkly bits to try to trick the fish into wanting to bite it. And the hook is right there in the middle. Do you see that hook? And then this is a shiny thing to try to get the fish's attention. So the fisher person is trying to catch the fish by tricking it into biting this. The fish thinks that the hook is food. You can put a worm on the hook and then the fish is like, ooh, a delicious snack. And they swim over and bite it and then it gets the hook in their lip and you can pull them out, see the fish and throw them back in. Have you ever been fishing like that where you throw your line in and try to catch a fish? Have you ever done that? I've done it a few times. It's not my favorite thing. This I actually borrowed from the dad at my house, Mr. Joe, because I don't have my own fishing vest. Do you have your own fishing vest and tackle box? Let's play a game and see if we can catch a fish. I have 10 fish to show you. Do you see these fish who bit the hook and they're on the end of the fishing pole? Let's count these 10 fish. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I need to slide that down, don't I? This is a big board. 1, 2, 3. And let's do the next ones. 4, 5, 6. And the last fish. 7, 8, 9. That song is in the way everywhere I put it, isn't it? 10. And this poem is called Fishing Fun. It goes like this. These fish are so tricky, I really don't know why. Which fish ate the worm? Which one should we try? So one of these fishing poles has the worm on it, and we have to figure out which fish ate the worm. Will you help me guess which fish ate the worm? Okay, no peeking. Come look over here at our pond full of fish. No peeking, no peeking. And which fish ate the worm? Which one should we try? Which number do you think has the worm hiding behind it? Can you tell me what your guess is? Number 1. Okay, let's check the very first worm, or the very first fish. No worm. Good guess though. Where should we try next? Where's the worm? What number do you want to try? 4? Are you 4 years old? Yeah, let's try it. Ready? It wasn't behind the 4. Good guess. Which one do you want to try? 5? Are you 5 years old? There's lots of 5-year-olds who are watching. Hi, friends. Let's look and see. Oh, I think you found it. The little worm was hiding behind the number 5 fish. You did it. We found that one quick, didn't we? Turn over the 1. Turn over the 4. Would you like me to hide the worm again? No peeking. You can look over here at my pond while I hide the worm. Should I make it a hard number, a big number, or a little number? A big number? Okay. These fish are so tricky. I really don't know why. Which fish ate the worm? Which one should we try? Where's the little worm? Which one is it under? Do you know? You think the biggest one, number 10? Okay, that is a big number. Let's look and see. It wasn't 10. That was a good guess, though. Where do you want to try next? 7? This is the 7. Would you like to try under the 7? Okay, let's look and see. Boop, boop. No, he wasn't there. But 7 was a good guess. Where's the worm? What do you want to try? 8? This is the 8. It has 2 circles, almost like a snowman. 8. Should we try there? Okay, let's look and see. Boop. Oh, it wasn't under number 8. I like how you keep guessing, though. Say it really loud so I can hear you. Where's the worm? Under number 9? You really like those big numbers, don't you? Let's look and see. Under number 9? Here goes. You found it! The worm was hiding behind number 9. Give your brain 2 kisses. 1, 2. You're so smart. You did such a good job with all of those numbers. I'm really proud of how you keep trying to guess. Even if I have to listen to another friend's guess, you always wait and shout again. Thank you for being so patient. Should we take down the fishing poles? Say them really loud with me. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6. Which one is this? 7, 8. Good. 9, 10. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You're a great counter. I have a book, and it's one of my very favorite fishing books. It's about a character named Piggy. Have you read any of these Piggy books? In this story, Piggy and Dad go fishing. Do you see here they have a lunch basket and a can of worms that they're using for bait to try to catch the fish. I also noticed that there are some cattails around the edge of this pond, and they're standing on a fishing dock. It's called Piggy and Dad Go Fishing by David Martin, and the illustrations, that means the pictures, are by Frank Remkowitz. Let's read Piggy and Dad Go Fishing. Here's all of the worms. Do you see all of those little worms? Piggy and Dad go fishing. In this story, Piggy and Dad have a problem. They want to catch the fish for their lunch, but when they catch them, they feel really bad about catching the fish, so they decide to do something else instead. Let's read what happens when Piggy and Dad go fishing and they have a problem. Piggy woke up excited. Today he was going fishing with Dad for the very first time. Dad was already getting the fishing poles ready and making Piggy's favorite lunch, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on squishy bread. Now, all we need are worms. And tonight, we'll have the world's most delicious fresh fried fish for supper, said Dad. So Piggy dug up worms faster than he could say, delicious fried fresh fish. That's a mouthful. That's a lot of F's. Delicious fried fresh fish. It's hard to say. When they got to the river, Dad asked Piggy if he wanted to bait his own hook. That means, do you want to put the worm on your hook? Okay, said Piggy. He took a worm and hung it over his hook. The worm wiggled and fell off. Piggy tried again. This time, he tied the worm to the knot around the hook. The worm untied itself. Piggy, I am afraid you really have to poke the hook into the worm. Piggy looked at the worm. The worm smiled at Piggy. Do you want me to do it? Dad asked. Dad looked at the worm. The worm smiled at Dad. Let's use bread for bait instead, said Dad. They didn't want to poke the hook into the worm. Poor wormy. So Piggy and Dad pinched bread from their sandwiches, squished it into little balls, and baited their hooks. They decided instead of using worms, they were going to use bread. Then they threw in their lines. Do you see how they're holding onto the fishing rod and throwing the line into the water? Now, said Dad as he sat down, you have to be very patient. Fishing takes a lot of waiting. A fish has to be hungry. It has to think about eating. It has to find the bait. It has to look at the bait and think about it and say to itself, that looks pretty tasty. It has to nibble the bait and decide if it is really good. And then finally, it has to bite the whole thing, hook and all. But Piggy wasn't good at waiting. He pulled his line out and threw it back in, and pulled it out and threw it back in, again and again. Nothing's happening, he said. You can't hurry fish, said Dad. Soon they both fell asleep, but they held on to their poles, taking a nap while they're fishing. Suddenly, Piggy's pole bent hard. Look how it's pulling down. I got a bite, he shouted. Piggy pulled. The fish pulled. Piggy pulled again, and the fish pulled again. The fish jumped. Piggy slipped. Dad grabbed Piggy. Dad slipped. Splash! But finally, Piggy reeled in his fish. Good job, said Dad. It's a beauty. Do you see how he caught the fish on his fishing line there? Piggy smiled, but then he looked at his fish, and his fish was looking right back at him. My fish looks sad, said Piggy. Do you think he really feels sad? I don't know. I never thought about it, said Dad. Piggy and the fish stared at each other. stared made you look into each other's eyes. I'm staring at you. Can I let him go, said Piggy. Sure, said Dad. So Piggy slipped the fish back into the water. Bye-bye, fishy, said Piggy. Watch out for hooks next time. The fish flopped its tail and was gone. Then, while they ate lunch, Piggy made more bread balls and tossed them into the water. What are you doing? Asked Dad. I'm fishing, said Piggy. But you're just feeding the fish, said Dad. I know. That's because it's a different kind of fishing. You should try it, said Piggy. Look at all the fish, said Dad. This is fun. Why didn't I ever think of feed the fish fishing? Look, they're sharing their lunch with all those hungry little fish. The next day, Piggy and Dad went fishing again. As a special treat, Dad brought donuts. Some for Piggy, some for himself, and the rest for the fish. Do you see them standing there on the fishing dock next to the cattails, throwing donut balls into the pond to feed the fish? And there's all the donuts. Do you see him staring at the worm? Isn't that a cute little book? Well, you remember what our project is all week, right? We've been working on the same art project every day after Pond Week during virtual preschool this week. So I'm going to put my pond picture back up here. And yesterday, we added a duck. What do you think we're going to add today? How about some little fish? Yes, I drew these before we started our school today. And I drew 1, 2, 3 little fish. Should I cut them out and then we can glue them onto the pond picture? Do you remember how I told you yesterday when you're using your scissors that there are a few rules you have to follow for scissors? One of the rules is you have to sit down when you're doing scissors. It's not safe to stand up or to walk around and use scissors. And then the other rule is we only cut paper. Don't ever use scissors on your hair or your clothes because that's not a good idea. Scissors are for cutting paper. If you're a hairstylist, if you're the barber, then you can use scissors on hair. And if you're a clothes maker, you can use scissors on clothes. But kids are only allowed to use scissors on paper. That's the rule. Do you also remember how I told you when you're carrying them the safe way? Do you remember that? I'll show you the safe way to carry the scissors so that no one gets hurt. Because this part of the scissors that cuts the paper is sharp. Remember I told you this part is sharp? So when you carry the scissors, always carry them like this. Did you practice carrying your scissors the safe way yesterday? I'm proud of you. So I have 3 little bitty fish that I just cut out of my paper. If you're a little bit younger, maybe your grown-up can help you cut out your fish pictures. And each fish needs a little dot of glue right on the back to make it stick into my pond here. 1, 2, 3 little fish. I put the glue, uh-oh, that fish jumped upside down. I put the glue on the back of the picture. So when I turn it over, then it will stick and not be sticky on the top. See, it's hard to see on the camera, but this is all the sticky part on the back of the fish picture. And then I just stick it right down onto the pond. And there's my 3rd little fish. They're all swimming over here toward this cattail and toward the sunshine, aren't they? There are 3 fish in my pond. Will you show me a picture of your fish when you add them to the pond mural? I would love to see it. It is already time for us to get Betsy out and get ready to sing goodbye. Will you help me call her? 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, come back. Come on, Betsy. Hello, boys and girls. I hope you had fun learning about fish today. Some birds eat fish, Betsy. Did you know that? Do you eat fish? Only what? Birdseed. Some birds also eat worms. Did you know that? Do you like worms? Only birdseed. Some birds though, they like worms and fish, but not you, right? Just birdseed. Preschool time is over now. Over now. Over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends, all of our friends, all of our friends. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! Thank you, friends. Would you like to throw Betsy some birdseed? Reach down and get it. And remember that there's a play pack. And the play pack today is all about fish and fishing. So if you're looking for some ideas, there are good ones on there. All right, throw them this way. Ready? Thank you for the birdseed. And now she's gonna throw you a kiss. Hold your hand out like this if you'd like to catch it. Did you catch it? Stick it to your cheek. And give yourself a big hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We are so proud of you. We love being your teacher. We will see you again tomorrow. Bye, friends.